Fiance 90-day fiance. Your 90-day fiance recap with Ali and Melissa.
Hello and welcome to Webcrawler's Bimbo News 90-Day Fiance Recap. I'm Ali Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And guys, blast from the past. We are so lucky to have Miss Rachel Fisher of Hollywood Crime Scene as our guest today.
Hi, guys. I'm so excited.
This is the first time we've all had contact with another human being for like years. We're so happy to see other faces.
Yeah, this is incredible. This is like such a reunion. I'm so happy right now.
You haven't been able to talk about it because of the SAG strike. Or
no. And so I'm really grateful that you guys allowed me to come on the pod to talk about all of our favorite shows.
All of our friends.
All of our friends. I have so many thoughts about this season.
Oh, boy.
For those of you guys who don't know, we all used to have a 90-Day Fiance podcast called 90-Day Fiance Slumber Party. Mm-hmm. So it really rolls off the tongue. So if you guys,
it's still up somewhere.
It's still up. Sometimes it charts.
It
like
does
we'll get the
chart.
chartable, and we're like number 20 in like Yugoslavia. So if you guys want to hear recaps on past seasons,
the Marcel season, if you want to hear, if you want to hear Ali talk about Marcel, which is some of the best content that's ever been recorded to podcast.
The beekeeper from Turkey, I think.
Yes.
He spoke no English. He's not anything like Sarper.
No.
Yeah, not at all. So for those of you who might not know, we have a Patreon. Our true crime episodes, you'll get 2 to 3 a month. They're available at patreon.com/webcrawlers for $5 a month. And Rachel, you guys have a Patreon too over at Hollywood Crime Scene.
Yeah, patreon.com/Hollywood Crime Scene. We just uploaded a new episode all about Black Friday. We told some Black Friday horror stories over there last night.
Snaps. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it was fun.
Guys, join that Patreon. I'm excited. I actually have some carts that are just waiting for the special day.
Oh, that's a good idea to put stuff in your cart and then wait till Black Friday.
And then I hit buy. PayPal.
You're so
Connect
smart.
To PayPal. I literally am one of the smartest people I know, I think, actually. And please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and rate and review Hollywood Crime Scene as well. Just for fun. Do a 2 for 1.
But be nice. Be nice.
Yes.
Don't, if you're going to leave a 1-star review, just don't.
Don't.
Save your time. Save your time. Do something else. Go jack off or something.
Yeah.
And call into our hotline. Should we get into the episodes?
Yes.
Okay, so the first is.
Sorry. Did you hear something?
The first, yeah, but it's okay. Yeah, I thought it did. Okay, the first is 90-Day Fiance, season 10, episode 6. If anyone objects to this union, and first we have Rob and Sophie. Rachel, you were the one who told us about, I think, Rob taking huge jumps at work. I think you were the one who found that gem.
Yeah, on Reddit. One of Rob's former coworkers.
That post is now deleted.
It's deleted?
Yeah, I tried to find it and they deleted it. Yeah.
Oh, shit. It was
but Melissa was like, I have it memorized.
Someone who used to work with Rob at a Venice dispensary here in Los Angeles posted, yes, everything you have seen about Rob, like that is his personality. But like even worse, because let me give you some anecdotes about what it was like to work alongside him. She basically talked about just like his annoying personality. And one of the highlights was that every morning he would take a huge dump at the dispensary, which now we know is probably because he doesn't have a bathroom in his apartment.
Oh, that's why. Of course.
Well, and you know that bathroom has old pipes. You know that's it.
Yeah, that's not a good like flushing toilet in that bathroom.
That's not a good dump toilet. I've wondered this with Melissa because Sophie has said, do you think I'm pretty? Sophie has said that he does jobs like here and there. Do you think he's like a task rabbit? What do you think his job is?
I don't know. I honestly don't even believe that he would, like, his ego would allow himself to have a job like being a task rabbit. I think I don't know. I really
we don't know. Nobody knows.
Why doesn't he get a job with like Postmates or
Yeah, like DoorDash? Maybe that's what he did. But I can imagine the ego being part of that too.
Yeah.
So let's get into the episode. So Rob, last week we had the blowout where Sophie moved out to some like either Airbnb or apartment she rented.
We
don't know.
Weird
some
Airbnb,
poorly
something.
Decorated place. Because she found some disturbing videos on Rob's phone after a prophetic dream that she had.
Yeah.
And in talking to her mom, we learned that Sophie, I guess, has psychic dreams quite frequently. And her dreams come true a lot.
Sure.
So maybe that's something she could do for cash in the future.
Yeah.
Some sort of psychic readings. So Rob's texting Sophie and she's not responding. And he again pulls this thing that he keeps pulling with the cheating. Last time it was that she was, or they were like on bad terms or something, or
something.
She was in England. And this time it was the same. It was 14 weeks ago. You hadn't even come yet. And she was like, it was from someone I didn't know. So basically it was free porn.
But he was also sending jack off videos, right?
Right. Yeah. I think he was responding.
First of all, Rob, there's a lot of free porn out there.
Right.
You can watch free porn on the internet if you want to. This is not what that was. He's definitely trying to make this seem like it's something that it wasn't, because from what Sophie says, it sounds like he had some jerk off relationship with some rando that he met online. That probably he slid into her DMs or she slid into his DMs and they like sexed each other, right?
Yes, 100%. He like he's the type who follows. Oh, well, we even found this out in a previous episode when they're like walking on the beach or something and he's on his Instagram and she's like, who is this person? He's like, I don't know. It's just someone I follow. He's the type who follows big butt accounts and stuff.
I don't know who this is.
Fitness.
It's just some random thing I follow. You know exactly who it is.
Yeah. He just follows Instagram hoes, I think.
I love Sophie's mom so much.
Yes.
I've never seen the show The Only Way is Essex, but that's what I imagine like everyone on that show is like.
100%.
When I think about that show, that's what I imagine. She's like, she goes, he's jobless. He's boring.
He has no sympathy.
Yeah.
And he's just sending nasty, skanky bitches videos so he can blow his sausage off.
Yeah, he's so British. And not like aristocracy British, just like the exact opposite.
She has like two buns in her head.
Yeah, like two space buns.
I love her.
Did she might have said this, but did she have Sophie when she was really young? Was she like 16 or something when she had Sophie?
Possibly.
She seems, Sophie's 23. So
I mean, because she looks like 40 or like 30.
Yeah.
Like she looks very young to me.
Yeah.
Maybe she's using that Il Maquillage serum that I bought that I hear is a scam, but I spent $66 on it. I got a sponsor. I keep getting sponsored posts by Il Maquillage, and I finally got talked into buying by myself this $66 serum.
And it was $66.
Girl, yes. And the before and after pictures are like for sure like just two different people. Like this shit works.
They were a sponsor of us at one point, like a few years ago.
Oh, I should have. Il Maquillage. I'm a huge fan of your work.
Fan.
If you wanna,
Huge fan.
I've had your foundation. I've had your concealer. Now I'm trying your serums.
Ali's a believer.
I'm keeping you in business, guys. Did anything? Oh, and then her mom makes a good point where she's like, if you were over Rob, this would be a phone call of like you telling me you're coming back home, and that you guys broke up. So clearly you want to get back together with him, because that's not what you're saying. Which is so
because she would fly home.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that, but I also do think part of it is part of the allure of Rob is like the whole package is like Sophie getting to move to Los Angeles, because I would imagine even though it did seem like she had like a pretty chill life in London.
Yeah.
I feel like she wanted to live in LA too. It was like, you know, like, because you're right. Like that would totally make sense if Rob lived in like Kentucky or something, and it wasn't like a city, like she was moving there just for him.
And she did mention the visa to her mom, or she mentioned like, oh, I have my visa for 90 days. So
it seems like LA's a place that she wants to be anyway.
Yes.
So I could see like her not leaving again for that reason. But also, like you said, at the same time, she's young and she might want to give him a third chance, which we're all screaming at the TV, telling her, do not do this.
No, girl.
But look, when you're 23, you're 23. And sometimes you make really bad choices.
Sometimes. Oh, maybe she likes that about him too. I mean, maybe she likes a bad boy. I don't know.
He's like the least appealing bad boy.
He's just like a loser.
Yeah, like I'm acting like he's like Mr. Big. He
sucks.
likes Mr. Outhouse.
He's Mr. Outhouse. It sucks because I like Sophie. I think Sophie's sweet. I think she's really nice, and I do think she's smart. And I just want to be like
23.
She's just 23, and it's like she fell for the wrong guy. She fell for
that
this
Blink-182 song. Nobody likes you when you're 23.
Yeah, she's that age.
Yeah. Well, then we have another really beautiful couple, Jasmine and Gino.
Boy.
Love them.
Melissa, do you want to get into them?
Well, Jasmine's going to meet Gino's family to go play bocce ball.
Yeah, they're home from the Capitol riots, and they're ready to meet Jasmine.
Going to meet him at a Chili's or Chili's bocce ball combo store, whatever that is. And it's freezing, and it's like it's sleet. It's like freezing rain, and she is just like, this is a nightmare. It's just freezing rain. It's like cloudy, and the family they seem pretty nice. At first,
the sister seems
at
nice.
At first.
Okay, some of them. But Dana, Mr. January 6th.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dana sucks ass.
Which one is he? Is he the one in the cowboy hat, or is he the one in the shirt?
Oh, that guy sucks too. He's the one in the American flag shirt.
Yeah, there's a guy in a cowboy hat. There's a guy in an American flag shirt. Like they're coming in strong.
Dana's the one who was sending her Facebook messages, right?
Yes.
About like, what do you want with my cousin?
Yes. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Dana. And I thought he was a woman until he had the talk with her like on video chat. And then the sister is the one who was like, don't get married at this date because we're going to be out of town.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
And she was really offended by that.
Yes. Even though she seemed really nice. She seemed like the only person who was actually nice in person to her.
Yeah, I thought the sister was nice, but Dana has just disliked Jasmine from jump. And then we meet cowboy hat guy. I forget his name.
Me too.
He's like someone's brother.
Yeah.
Or a cousin. I don't even remember.
Or married, or like by marriage, because at one point he was like, Lori made me sign a prenup or something.
Right.
I don't know why he's there. Maybe he's just he needed somewhere to sit, but he also hates Jasmine and loves America and bocce ball.
Right.
So he fits in
because he's the one who was like, Jasmine, what do you plan on doing to prove that you want to be an American? What did he say?
A hard working American, or what are you going to contribute as a hard working American?
Oh yeah.
It's like, what? I don't even contribute as a hardworking American. I fucking podcast and nap all day. What are you talking about?
American, which like felt a little racist to me.
It was, and they're definitely trying to intimidate her and make Jasmine feel stupid. But the reality is, and Jasmine said this in so many words. She's not stupid. She's very smart, and she speaks English better than them, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Jasmine has like 2 degrees. I'm pretty sure she has a master's degree. She's a former teacher, speaks several languages, you know, and it's crazy because I'm sure she's more educated, has had better jobs, and speaks more languages than everyone at that table.
She's crazy, but she's very smart.
Yes. She's passionate.
She's very passionate.
As all geniuses are. She's passionate.
But then Gino tells his brother or whoever about the butt implant money.
That was so stupid.
Why bring that up? If you're trying to make a good impression of Jasmine, why would you bring that up? Stupid.
TV. He's doing it for TV, I think.
Doing it for TV.
Yeah. I hate that he allowed himself to do that. I hate that. I hate because his relatives, his like family is just looking for reasons to hate Jasmine.
Of course.
Even though I do agree that spending $10,000 on butt implants is crazy and she shouldn't have done that.
No.
And he lies about the price too, which is funny. Like if you're going to tell him, at least what did he say? Like $2,000 or something?
He said 4,000.
4,000. Yeah.
He said he brought it down. He brought down the price. The price does keep changing because first it was 10,000.
Right.
Then it was actually it was like 8,000 because Dane spent 2,000. He but then it was 6,000 and now it's down to 4,000. Regardless,
like
Jasmine got ass implants. Yeah, we don't even know how much.
They still need to settle, I think. I'm sure they'll look great in the end, but I think they're still settling.
It's also so unclear to me how much money Gino actually makes.
I know, right?
Like, I can't figure it out. I would love to know what, like, he's an engineer, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I get that he is someone who's very cheap and thrifty, just judging on what the state of his house looks like, what his decor choices look like.
Yeah, he lives in like a condo-ish type thing.
Yeah.
It's like an apartment condo thing.
It's some kind of condo that he owns.
And
he clearly doesn't like to spend money on food.
Because engineers make like $150K a year.
I bet he's making that much. And it's very
to
cheap
$300
to live there too.
So he probably has like a decent savings.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't like to spend money.
Yes.
Except on hats.
Except on hats. Did you see his hat rack in his like wall of hats in his apartment?
On his door.
That's very funny.
So fucking weird. Yeah, I mean, he must. Where do they? Okay, engineer salary, Michigan. I like can't look down because my neck is fucked.
Did he work at like Ford or some car with some of the one car company that's there? Maybe.
I don't
know.
Who knows?
At the low end, it's 65 to 90. At the high end,
it's doing
150 to 300.
At least.
Yeah, and it's a lot less expensive to live where he lives in Campton.
Yeah. I mean, if he's in a condo, it's probably like a $30,000. I mean, you can get a mansion there for $300,000.
Oh yeah.
So,
and it turns out Jasmine's really good at bocce ball too.
She is. We're gonna play bocce ball.
Jasmine. Yeah. I like how she kind of did like a bend and snap when she threw the bocce ball.
Can we talk about the dress? The dress
Oh my God.
She's like, I'm gonna Gino's family. They want me to wear something conservative. She puts on this ass hugging, tit exposing,
it's like freezing outside,
slinky knit sweater dress.
Yeah.
And she's so like, this is the most conservative thing I own.
I like how she toned down her makeup, though.
It's so crazy. Also, I saw on Reddit, someone was like, she does not have alopecia. She just has hair missing from having extensions so much, which I've had extensions. And if you don't take care of them properly, they do pull out your hair when you're removing them and stuff. So I don't think she has alopecia. I think that she has hair, like her hair is thinning from having extensions so much, like really heavy extensions on her head.
Yeah,
interesting.
It's
That's
possible.
my thought. But
What do you guys think about Jasmine's current look? Like this iteration of her face and hair?
I like the hair. I like
like
the
the hair too.
Me
bangs.
too.
I think she needs to cool it on the lips. Like that's and I mean, I don't know. She looks so different compared to like 2 seasons ago. It's like a totally different face.
I think the boobs are a little too big.
Yeah, the boobs are big.
I think I just want her to be happy and confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want her to just feel good about herself. She's doing OnlyFans now.
Oh, she is.
Oh, we found her OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It's like I'm here to please you every single day.
Yeah, every day she posts
I'm your
something.
internet girlfriend.
Wow.
And she had like a
Yeah.
few hundred likes on each post. So that means she's like making pretty good money probably.
I mean, I hope she makes enough money to redecorate that condo.
Oh my God.
Yeah, or at least get the
That
mold
bathroom.
out. So I mean, so she must. How long is it on the visa until you can start working and making money? So that
You have
would
to get
give
a
us
green
good gauge.
card.
Oh, so
I
she must
think
have a green card now.
I think it takes at least 6 months.
Because they're still together. I don't see
Yeah.
them breaking up.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're married right now. They must be. Because it's 90 Day Fiance. They have to get
Yeah.
married at the end of 90 days.
Oh yeah, so they must be married now.
They must be married. I know that they're still together. I feel like this couple is in it for the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like as demented as their relationship is, they do genuinely love each other in some twisted way.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And I
I
do
think they mutually benefit somehow.
Yeah, and I do wonder because like I read 90 Day Fiance Reddit religiously and I read all the takes and there are a lot of people on Reddit who think that this relationship or at least like the fights that they do on the show are fake.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I
there's no
wonder about
way.
that. I go back and forth because it was then Jasmine has to be like an Academy Award winning actress in my opinion.
Right. They're
Yeah.
not that good at acting.
That level of crying that she does in the car
The
after
lip
the
gloss?
bocce ball with the lip gloss was
Oh
like
my God.
Jesse Pinkman level of hysterical crying.
That was
It was
crazy.
so intense.
Sobbing with her head against the fucking window. Like it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. So, Rachel, something interesting is that most of the people who listen to our 90 Day podcast do not watch the show. So I know they
It's
all call into our mailbag and
crazy.
tell us that. So for those of you who don't know, they're driving home from bocce ball, Gino and Jasmine, and Jasmine like puts her hand in the side.
She drops her
compartment.
phone.
Yeah, or something, and then she
Yeah.
picks it back up and sees a lip gloss that isn't hers.
And she goes,
she goes,
"What is this?"
What
Yeah.
is this?
And he goes, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
He
don't
gets this
know.
look on his face where
Yeah.
he's like, fuck, this is gonna turn out horrible. Like
Yeah.
you just know. He's like,
And
what?
And she is at an 11 already. Like
Oh.
already she's at an 11 and she's like, "Are you cheating on me, Gino?" And he's
Yeah.
like, "I'm not cheating on you,
And she's
Jasmine."
like, no, I'm not. Yeah.
I'm not cheating on you.
I was dying. The way they talk to each other is so funny. Yeah, she's hysterical.
It's
And what
crazy.
he's like, you found a lip gloss and you're acting like there's like a world war.
Like there's a
he's-
murder. You're acting like it's
Yeah,
a
there's been
murder.
Yeah. She really is. Like I've
It's
never seen someone
crazy.
cry that hard.
Yeah.
Because
And she-
Jasmine is all like she's just purely reactive. She is a
Yes.
reactive personality. She never can calmly question a situation. She goes from 0 to 100
Yeah, it's really
Yes.
crazy.
every time.
And he's like, it could be a coworkers that fell. And she's like, you hang out with your coworkers? And he's like, yeah, I do.
And
then she leaves-
She doesn't know that though.
Well, then she makes the leap, "Oh, you're having an affair with your coworker."
Yeah.
There's no questions. There's never any follow-up questions. It's just accusations.
Right. And it's like as you have Valentine's Day dinner with your ex who also
Yeah.
pays for your butt implants. It's just
It's so crazy.
bizarre. I feel like it's her lip gloss and she forgot.
That's what I assume too.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Or I can also imagine maybe Gino having some sort of sugar baby kind of
You never
or
know.
escort situation in the car.
You don't know.
People on
Yeah.
Reddit posited that it could have been a sugar
Positive.
baby.
Really?
Posited, yeah.
Oh.
They were like,
Okay.
They were-
Genius.
yeah, right. They were like, this could have been an escort or a sugar baby's lip gloss that was there like from 5 years ago, and he
Yeah.
forgot about it.
Because it was
Yeah.
like deep under the seat. Like she was digging for her phone.
Right. Although
And I
it did seem really, I mean, God, if this like really went down the way it did, producers must have been so excited that she
Oh,
just
can you
happened to
imagine?
find this lip gloss.
Yeah.
I and that's where people are like, is it scripted? I don't know. I don't care.
I don't want to believe it is, and I don't
Yeah.
watch 90 Day Fiance looking to see if things are scripted.
Yeah.
Neither.
Whatever.
I take
don't care.
everything completely face value when I watch.
Oh, me
this
too.
show.
No, this is like a documentary. This
Yeah.
is a
Documentary.
National Geographic documentary to
I
me.
agree.
Like, I've never. This is It's,
But yeah,
it's
but
canon.
then Jasmine, she says she's going back to Panama and she doesn't ever want to see him again. She's like sobbing in the parking lot. It's freezing.
And he's like, yeah, you're going. I'm getting. You're getting an Uber and a hotel.
in a hotel room.
You're gonna stay in a
Doubt either
hotel
of those
room.
things will happen. I'm sure they just both go home and
No, they
everything's
go
fine.
home and everything's
They burn
fine.
out. Yeah, I'm sure.
It is raining sideways, and she is bare legged
cold.
in her little booties with no socks. And she's, I want to go home. And she drops her phone. The camera zooms in on her
She
phone.
leaves
that's
her
getting
phone
rained
there.
She leaves it.
on. She leaves it.
She's in full fight or flight.
It's
She's in
bad.
full. Yeah,
It
she's
is really bad.
yeah. She's in like running from a bear mode. She is not grounded in reality. But we know they're still together, so mazel tov to the happy couple. Then super couple Clayton and Anali. Anali?
Anali.
Anali.
Anali?
Anali.
A dog. She
Anal eye.
Anali. She arrives from Peru, and sorry, I somehow signed up on some sort of website I went to that now gives me like pop-ups every time the
Oh, I
website
hate
updates.
that. You gotta.
Yeah, I don't know how I
yeah.
do that. Yeah, it was like now I was like Jason Momoa stuns in new, and I was like, what?
Oh,
Um,
in what?
I know. That's why I was like, I had to pause to click. So she arrives from Peru. Clayton is worried about her going through the airports because of the language difference. They're both wearing shirts with their partners on them.
This
Right?
this is giving Rebecca and Ziad.
Yes.
Oh my fucking God. I
And I
forgot about
appreciate that. I miss them.
Beautiful. Much
They need to come
beautiful.
back.
Are
Much
they still
beautiful.
together?
I don't know.
We gotta look.
Yeah, look them up
They
on
have
Instagram.
to be together.
I really enjoyed them on the show.
I work so much work.
So
She-
sexy,
I work
Rebecca.
so work. Oh, it doesn't look like it.
No.
They broke up?
Wait, let's see here. What am
They
I looking
they
at
were
here?
married, right?
Did he go back to Tunisia?
I don't. Oh wait, here's Ziad. September 29. What? September, October, November. So yeah, maybe they are still together.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, as of September, it seems like they're still together.
Okay.
Well, good. I liked Rebecca.
Oh, October 1st. Yeah. So she like heavily filtered her photos, and
That was the picture he had on his shirt of like her
Right.
catfish face.
her catfish photo, and then he saw her at the airport and was like, interesting. And
Okay.
when they would FaceTime, she would like turn the lights down low and like put like Vaseline over her camera and stuff. It was interesting. But yeah, Clayton and Anali also have shirts of each other.
The shirt says "Te amo el infinito."
I love you forever.
I love you forever.
Yeah.
Infinity.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Genius.
Now, Clayton is one of two couples in this season of 90 Day Fiance who actually speak the language of their partners.
I know.
And
Wow,
I'm
good
wondering if after so many seasons of this show and seeing that goddamn translator app all the time, if if participants have finally realized, okay, I know I'm going to embarrass myself a lot on the show, but at least I can control this one aspect, and that is by actually learning the language of my fiance.
That's a great point.
Because Ashley speaks Spanish as well.
Yeah.
And Clayton speaks Spanish. Danielle, who we'll get to when we talk about the other way, she actually speaks Spanish.
Yeah. For those who haven't watched the original episodes, the first few seasons, like no one speaks their partner's language and they all just communicate over Google Translate.
They don't even learn like a few words. Like they just refuse to. And it's crazy.
It's insufferable. Crazy. So yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if I think you'd want to know. You'd want to know at least some phrases.
Yeah.
Duolingo, baby.
Even Clayton's mom tried, as we'll get to.
Oh my God.
He made an effort.
Do you want to keep going with Clayton and Anali?
So Clayton, he's bringing this giant bouquet of flowers to the airport, and he's like, I never buy flowers because like they just die, and I feel like that's a bad representation of. It's like, okay, you're just cheap.
It's not for you, Clayton. It's for the other person. They might like flowers.
Yeah.
Also, he could be like, I never buy flowers because she's in another country. Like, at least say that or something. Don't just sell yourself out. Yeah.
And so they meet at the airport, and he got her a mug that says, what does it say? It says, guinea pigs, we're not food. Is that what it says?
Yes. Is he really worried she's going to eat the guinea pig?
Apparently.
Does she have an insatiable thirst for guinea pigs?
I guess. I guess it'd be like having chickens running around the house.
But I eat chicken, and I can go see a chicken and not tear its head off and start eating it.
Yeah. To me, that's no different than if someone had a pet pig. You wouldn't be like, we need to butcher the pig and make bacon.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
Just can't stop like salivating at the pig.
Yeah, it's like a cartoon where
you look at it, it has like it's roasting over a spit with an apple in its mouth.
Like I think he wants to eat the guinea pig.
Yeah,
he doth protest too much.
He's so afraid. Can I just say that I've seen a lot of people hate on the names of these guinea pigs, and I actually think Baby Pig is a really good name.
Yeah, it's Baby.
I think it's perfect.
Is it Coco?
One of them's Coco and the other one's Baby Pig, but I've seen a lot of hate about Baby Pig's name, and I personally love it.
My boyfriend Adam named his cat Adam Jr.
That's perfect. That's a perfect name for a cat.
Yeah. I think Baby Pig's perfect. I like weird names for animals.
Yeah.
So they get to the apartment, and she's like, this is interesting. There's more room for the cages for the guinea pigs than there is room for the humans. She's like, it's a little backwards.
Yeah.
It's cramped. Right.
It's cramped in there for sure.
It is cramped, and their storage locker is full to the brim, as we've seen.
Yeah, they're going to have to get another one.
Yeah. So she meets the mom, and the mom is so awkward. She's like staring
really
at her, has this like weird smile on her face, and is like, she says, mucho gusto, which is nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And then she says, te amo, which means I love you.
Do you think she knew that?
I
don't know.
Maybe she thought it was like a thing to like a nice thing
like,
to
how
say.
are you? Maybe that's what she thought it said. Nice to meet you. I love you. It's so weird.
And Anali like looks at her like, okay.
She doesn't say it back.
Okay. And then
she clocks that it's weird immediately.
Yeah. The mom's vibe is like Clayton's her ex or something, and like the new girlfriend. It's like a sister wives vibe or something. It's weird.
I can't tell if the mom is just so uncomfortable on camera or if that's just her personality.
Yeah, I don't
know.
She just, every scene she's in, she's like she doesn't say much. She really doesn't say much. She doesn't even crack a joke. Like, yeah, I know I live in my son's closet. I know it's weird.
Yeah.
This is temporary. She's like, doesn't even crack a joke. She's just like there. saying, "Nice to meet you. I love you."
We'll post the still. She's a interesting looking woman.
Yeah.
A little cartoonish.
She is.
So it's I can't.
She's an
I don't know. Yeah, she's an
lady.
interesting looking woman. Yeah.
And apparently there's no dining room table there or a couch in this apartment.
Right. There's nowhere to sit.
Nowhere
You
to
can
sit
only
or
stand
eat.
or lie. You can only stand. I wouldn't want to eat in this apartment just because I know how this apartment probably smells.
Oh,
I
for sure. Yeah,
know.
like guinea pig pellets and dog shit.
Like Clayton probably eats at his like desk where his computer is.
Right.
And the mom eats like probably on her bed in her
In her
closet.
hidey hole.
In her hidey
She's
hole.
sprawled out in there, isolating.
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
Does the mom ever leave the house? Does she ever like go do stuff, or does she
I'm
just hang out?
wondering. I
at
feel
the
like maybe
house?
she must have like depression or something.
Yeah. I mean, I just can't imagine being at her age, wanting like willingly being like, "This is acceptable. I'm just gonna hang out in this closet."
Well, I mean, clearly there's some sort of mental health something issue going on there. If you're a hoarder, you live with your son and you live in a closet.
Right. She's a hoarder.
Right.
You're not living your best life.
Something happening here.
happened. Yeah, something is happening.
Those granola
and
bars.
She was reading the Bible. I noticed when
Okay.
they on the first time we met her when she was in the hidey hole. So something's going on with her.
She's seeking something.
Yes, yeah, she's seeking
something, and I
She's
hope
a spiritual seeker.
I hope she finds it.
Yeah.
I really hope, because at this point we don't know. We haven't seen much of the mom yet, but at this point she seems like a perfectly nice person.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
not a mean bone in her body.
Right. As of now. You never know. You never know. She might say something horrendous on the tell-all. That could happen.
That's true.
That's happened before, where your opinion of someone just goes 180.
Yeah, oh,
at
okay.
the tell-all.
You
Oh,
milkshake
okay.
duck. Yeah, you get reunion ducked.
But as of now,
as of now, she's
fine.
fine.
She's just kind of a weirdo.
I can
she's
see
a
her
weirdo.
getting like really jealous.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think She's in love
interesting.
with her son, kind of, is the vibe I get.
She's very attached to him.
The
That's
vibe
for
I get
sure.
is she might have tucked him in a little bit too tight.
Damn, Allie. I do think there's an attachment there. I do think there's an
Yeah.
unhealthy codependency happening
Yes.
here
Yes.
with the son and the mom.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, there's something.
And the son doesn't have friends either. He has that one friend.
He's that one friend.
Yeah, there's something weird happening in this house. I'm telling, there's
city-
like horror movie vibes in this house.
What city are they in again?
Hell? I don't
Is it
know.
Minneapolis?
They're in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
They're
Oh, yeah,
in Kentucky,
Kentucky.
but I don't know what city. It's some small town. And she remarked as they're driving back from the airport to
Oh,
his house,
right.
she's like, "Yeah, this is what like she knew what she was getting into." She actually,
Yes.
unlike some people, she actually Googled
Yeah, she
and like looked
researched.
around at the
Mhm.
area. She knew she wasn't going to Manhattan.
Yeah.
She knew that's not what she signed up for. She truly
Yeah.
loves Clayton.
Yeah.
Then they
I
go
don't
to
know.
bed
Have
that night,
sex.
and it's so like he wants to have sex. He's upset that they didn't have sex. She's been traveling for probably like 24 hours, and your fucking
Yeah.
mom is there's a wall dividing you and your mother. She doesn't want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the pudding, so she has this stuffed animal he gave her, and
A
she
llama.
she puts the stuffed animal in between them in the bed as like a barrier,
Yeah,
which I did think was weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
I can respect 100% being like, I have travel pussy, and for whatever reason
Oh,
she didn't
yeah.
want to.
Don't.
She didn't want to shower. I don't know why she didn't take. It appears she didn't shower after her long ass flight, but she doesn't
Right.
want to have sex. She's tired. That's
Yeah.
totally understandable.
100%.
But I don't get, if you're gonna marry this person, you need like a physical barrier.
Yeah. Maybe she really thought he wasn't going to like respect the boundary and was like, this teddy bear will stop him. But I don't know. Something about it was kind of bizarre.
This is
To
like
me.
a reoccurring theme this season because Rob did the
Yeah.
same thing to Sophie.
Yeah, and then made her have sex. And
Rob
then,
basically admitted to like pressuring Sophie into fucking after she had her long ass
That
fucking
was
travel day.
crazy.
disgusting.
Yeah.
And what is it? Devin wanted to have sex with Piggy or
Nope.
what are their names?
No, Piggy.
The guy.
Devin is
Piggy.
Piggy.
Devin is
yeah.
Piggy.
Nick and Piggy. Nick wanted to have sex with Devin, and
She didn't want to.
Devin was
Right.
like, "No, thank you." And I wouldn't want to have sex either. Like jet lagged or after a flight, like, "No, thank you."
You just want
So
to
I
take
get
a
it.
nap.
Yeah. So I don't know. Weird. They're
Speaking of sex,
ugh.
we got Ashley and Manuel.
They love fucking. They fuck
Yes,
all
they
the time.
do.
That's all they have in common.
Yeah, it
Really
is.
is.
Yeah. Till the room stinks. As they
What
say.
What does she like about him, and what does he like about her? I don't
know.
understand this
Well,
relationship.
he likes that she's American and
Yes.
can get him a visa, I think.
And buys him stuff.
What she likes, I don't know. Because he's a dud and a half.
He is a
He's-
dud.
He's boring. Much like Rob, he's also really boring.
He's rude,
jobless.
he's boring.
He's boring. He has no sympathy.
And I also don't find him physically attractive. Like, there's
No.
assholes on this show where I'm like, I get it, he's hot. I don't find Manuel physically attractive.
You can find Manuel in New York, Rochester, wherever. You can find a better looking version of him.
Like,
I don't know.
Yohan is an asshole, and doesn't really bring a lot to the table, but I find him hot. Like, I get it.
Yeah, I
Get
get,
why
I get,
you maybe
yeah.
say Manuel. I'm like, no.
No, I'm
Take
not.
it to
I'm
the
not
curb.
into Manuel,
No.
and I do. Yeah, I'm not into him. I just don't. Is
And I
this
don't
like a
trust him.
idealized? Like she's romanticizing her vacation bang
I
Must be.
that
It
she
must
got into a
be.
relationship with,
Yeah.
and it's like this. They had this like whirlwind fuck fest when she traveled
yeah.
like abroad, and now she's like stuck in it, and she thinks that like that fantasy is still there.
I mean, that has to be it, because otherwise, I mean, he must have been charming at some point in order to get her, I think.
Well, didn't he propose to her like within like a week? Was that him?
So,
That
I don't
yeah,
know. I
because
get
they had
them all
met
mixed up.
like a decade prior, and then why? Right?
That's also crazy that they've been together in this long
For so
distance
long.
relationship
Yeah.
for so long.
I mean, maybe that's what it is. At some point, you just are too afraid to call it quits, and it's the
It's-
only
And
thing
she's
you
probably
know.
sending him money.
Oh,
Sure.
I wonder.
So like
It
she's
is
probably
that,
like,
it is
I've invested so much into this.
it is that like sunk cost fallacy vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do feel like she's desperately trying to convince herself that this is her soulmate and that this is going to work. Clearly her friends don't feel that way.
No.
They do not like Manuel. Her mom doesn't like Manuel.
Uh-uh.
Everyone in
does.
her life. This is a classic 90 Day Fiance storyline.
Yes.
This is
Where
such a
everyone can
classic.
see it but the person.
This storyline
Yeah.
has all the 90 Day Fiance hallmarks. It has the concerned best friends. It has it has the disapproving mother. It has the is he just there for a green card vibe.
All the secrets.
It has all the secrets.
Yeah. It's so strange. And maybe it's like what you're saying also is she has this whole witchy psychic background, and maybe it would go against her own ego if it turns out that this is not the right person for her.
Bingo.
Because she's
Bingo.
like,
Point.
she's like, I think this is the person for me. Psychically, I know it is. And if it's
Like
not-
Kimberly.
yes.
Like
Yeah.
Kimberly.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is a dangerous place to be in. That is such a
Yeah.
dangerous mentality when you are so convinced.
twin
that-
flames.
Oh, I haven't
Yeah.
seen that yet. Is that kind of the vibe?
Oh, yeah,
It's-
a little bit. Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of.
It's good.
When you're so convinced that something is like some divine spiritual manifestation, you can't logically assess the situation.
No, she's like trauma bonded to this guy.
Yeah.
Her ego won't allow her to really take stock of this man and be
No.
like, this guy is Because the only time it appears that they're happy is when they're having sex.
It's literally the only time. They're arguing every other time.
Yeah, and also I feel like she's using that kind of as, because she talks about sex magic. And
Right.
she's like, we get in fights and then it's an opportunity to have sex. And then when you're having sex, you can practice sex magic. So when you're orgasming, you focus on what you want to manifest in your relationship and your life. And I'm like,
no.
get off the crazy train. Get off the
She's working
train.
way too hard for this guy. She's
Yeah.
working way too hard and he's not giving her anything back emotionally.
No, she's working both shifts. And
And
it's
the friends.
take a break.
The friends were asking him questions, and Manuel was like in a bad mood. And Ashley's like, well, he just doesn't like answering questions. What the fuck? What? Okay.
He doesn't like doing anything.
He doesn't like doing
No.
anything. And
he also, sorry, you go
they
first.
said like, how do you feel about this? And he's like, oh, I'm so happy to be here. This is great. He said it in Spanish, and she didn't translate that to her friends because it sounded like he was like, I'm happy to be in America. I'm not. He didn't say anything nice about Ashley. But
Because
she
she knows
said to
deep
her
down.
friends, yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, he said he's happy to see me, and be like, no, he didn't say that.
We've all been there where you're making excuses to your friends about your
Mm-hmm.
shitty boyfriend.
Yeah, it's like Sarper and Shekinah. Like, you don't know him like I do. Also,
Right.
he literally says, you'll never fully know me
Yeah.
because I'll always have secrets.
Everyone has secrets.
And one of the guys is like, this is my wife right here. And like, we have no secrets from each
Yeah,
other.
she's like, I have no secrets.
Yeah, it's like in relationships, you don't like keep secrets. It's one of the things.
I
you
really
do.
enjoyed Ashley's friends for keeping
Yeah.
it so
Yeah.
real at the dinner. Like, I really do.
Yeah.
I don't think, and I don't dislike Ashley. I really don't. And I empathize with her in a lot of ways. And it like part of that, it makes me cringe because it's like we've all kind of been there
there, yeah.
in some way or another. We've like done things like this in the pursuit of a failing relationship.
Totally.
Look, from what we've seen, I just don't think they have anything in common beyond that they love fucking each other. I don't doubt
Yes,
that
they
they
don't.
have great sex. But the minute he came into her apartment and he was like, I don't want the dog on the bed.
Oh, me too.
I-
Out.
And I'm
I
not
need
a
to put
dog.
I'm gonna build
I'm not
a door
dog
here.
person. I am not a dog person, but I am a pet person. I'm a
Yes.
cat person, and my
Yes.
cats sleep on the bed. If someone had said to me and they came in, they're like, cats can't sleep on the bed.
I'd be
And
like,
it
well,
wasn't
this
like-
isn't gonna work. I'm so
Yeah, and
sorry.
it wasn't like an allergy thing. It was
Yeah.
just,
Right.
I don't want this isn't going to work. We're fundamentally different.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm allergic to cats and I encourage my boyfriend to adopt cats. I mean, like, read into that as you will. Like, maybe I tried to end my relationship. But like,
Get cats,
yeah,
do
you
it.
should get a lot of cats.
I'm sure that Melissa and I also pressured you in the group chat at some point.
Yes, to get cats.
Yes,
But,
tell your
like,
boyfriend to get cats.
You get a lot of cats. But like, I would never do. It's a sign, I think, of a kind of
Yeah.
a controlling,
Yep.
bad energy kind of vibe.
And it just shows that they're like fundamentally different.
Yeah.
He's
For sure.
not a touchy, like he doesn't understand the love that she has for Rico motherfucking Suave,
No.
her little
Yeah.
dog. He doesn't get that that is like her child.
Yeah, he doesn't understand that vibe.
And unfortunately, we don't hear enough about the cat. I'm interested in hearing more about the
we
cat.
need more
Yeah, the
info. Well, he's
cats.
afraid of cats. He thinks the first thing
yeah.
he says, even worse, is he's like, cats are the devil. What does he say? He's like, cats are
Cats
like
are
witches
evil.
for witches.
Right.
Yeah, cats are the devil.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, correct, but that's a good thing. I hope that the animals kick his ass. And then they go to the therapist, right? They start going to couples
They go into
therapy.
therapy. I'm like, how long have you guys been? How long has he been living there? A week, and you're already going to a therapist? Like, it's not.
Yeah.
it's not gonna work.
It's and you know she's bilingual and a couples counselor, and it just still doesn't
Yeah.
seem good because he's like, I don't want to answer anything. Like,
Yeah, he's like, I don't like
talking.
answer. I don't like when Ashley asks me questions. I don't like any of this.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I don't know if it was lost in translation or if it really was like he meant verbatim what it was translated to, but it was kind of weird when he was like, oh, when she starts yelling and going off, I just sit back and enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's
that was
fucking-
weird.
It's creepy.
Like, I don't think he
Yeah.
respects her. I don't think he
No.
respects Ashley. I don't
No.
think he likes her as a person.
He doesn't.
No, it's contempt. And
He
there's
has
no
contempt.
there's no coming back from that. That's the one thing I've read, that once that develops in your relationship, there's no call it quits. There's no coming back from that.
Wow.
Yeah, so take that if you're listening. If there's contempt in your relationship, good luck to
Wow.
you.
It's fucked.
It's
Wow.
fucked. Nikki and Justin,
Oh boy.
they finally fucked.
They did.
And she's immediately dismissive about it. She's like, it didn't last long enough.
Right.
And I'm like, this poor guy cannot.
but then
please
later
you.
she's talking about it, and I'm like, wait, did they have sex? It's confusing what happened.
He didn't eat her out.
Yeah, he
Is
doesn't go
that
down
what
on
she
her.
meant?
That's what
Yeah.
she meant.
I couldn't figure out what she meant. It was because they bleeped it. And I was
He
like,
hasn't
what?
eaten her pussy since she came out to him.
Yeah,
Okay.
He has hangups about that.
Yeah.
Obviously, the way she came out to him was in a very hostile, like she used it as like a weapon during an argument.
right.
And
She
so
weaponized it. Yeah,
he's been left traumatized by that apparently, and she sees it. She's able to see that is like what this is about, or possibly is about. This whole relationship is like so bizarre to me, and
yeah.
like, first, just I can't. It's so hard to get beyond the fact that she renamed this guy and sort of was just like, her name is not Igor, it is Justin.
Because he
Yeah.
looked like Justin Timberlake.
I can't get beyond that, and to me, that's also a sign of like, okay, you don't respect this guy beyond
Right.
being
Right.
hot.
Control. Yeah. No, that's such a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just feel bad. Like, I feel like she's kind of walking all over this guy, and it's very much her, and her needs being met. And I
Right.
don't see really where his needs are being met at all. And I really do think that he's trying. And I think
Yeah.
that when she needs something, I do feel like he's kind of stepping up to the plate as much as he can in the time frame that he, like, as much as he can. I
Right.
don't know. I'm not explaining it right, but like, I don't know. I feel bad for him. I really think that he does have feelings for her and is trying, and maybe she's self-sabotaging. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
She does appear to like. There's a lot going on with Nikki. I think
Yeah.
Nikki needs to go back to therapy and
Yes.
figure out because she is sabotaging this. She's self-sabotaging this because she picks fights with him.
Yeah.
She lashes out at him
I
over
think-
seemingly nothing, but she has some like deep-seated issues
Of course.
that she needs
Right.
to address, and she's just not. And obviously she has like, she's addicted to plastic surgery,
Yeah.
which is like a
Definitely
whole
some
other
addiction
thing.
Stuff here. Yeah.
Add to the fact that this is not her first time at the rodeo in terms of reality television, which is a whole other pathology.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's been on Botched. She's been on several other shows
few
that I
other
forget the
ones,
names
yeah.
of, but I know she
no,
was
there's a
on
few.
Botched.
Yeah.
So like,
And kicked off Botched for being a diva.
Oh,
and
right.
kicked off of Botched.
They didn't even
You gotta-
air her episode, right? Is that what happened?
You gotta be a big diva to get kicked off a Botched.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened
Yeah.
there?
There's some
I would
crazy
love to
people
see
on
the
that
footage
show.
of that. Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
watch that show.
Me too.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely something up, and I feel bad because it's one of those things where I don't think she sees how she's kind of the creator of her own demise, starting from when, like you said, like she used her coming out as kind of like a weapon in a fight, and
To hurt him.
yeah, to hurt him,
To
And I
hurt
think
him.
she portrayed something that is not negative. She portrayed it negatively to like hurt him or hurt their relationship. And of course that had an effect on him, you know, and then she doesn't see how there are repercussions to that. And then, but she also doesn't see how he's trying to get over it because he genuinely does like care about her.
Yeah, I do think he does care about her, whether his whether he's in this relationship, like whether he's in a healthy place, that's debatable.
Totally.
I really don't know. But I do think he does have some kind of attachment to her.
Well,
yeah,
that,
wasn't he?
They started dating when they were like he was like 17 or something.
17 or 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a whole other
he was
thing.
really young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she sends him money for petrol.
I can't believe that
money.
he had plastic surgery.
He had his
either.
nose done. That's what he said.
I want to
nose
see,
job.
but that picture of him when he's 17, it doesn't. His schnoz doesn't look big.
If he did have any work done, I want to know who this doctor is because they did an excellent job.
He probably went to Turkey.
Probably went to Turkey.
Yeah, I call Sarper.
Yeah, he probably went to Turkey for some work done, but he looks great. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they are. I think that I don't know if they're going to work romantically. I think that maybe like a friendship in the future or something, but I don't know.
I don't know.
But he does take her to meet the friends, and that is a whole ordeal.
She really just goes into her entire life history, just talks about being
a Statler.
Yeah, she
pulls a Statler.
She has verbal diarrhea all over these strangers.
She reveals a lot.
Yeah, she
reveals a lot.
She used to be a sex worker. She talks about how she was she had worries about being unhoused, so she would do sex work for dinner and a place to stay and things like that, which is no shade, no judgment, anything like that. That's a lot to share with
first time meeting friends.
The first time you meet them.
But to be fair, the friends are like pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was really happy. I was so like, thank God that this woman that she was sort of commiserating with at the bar seemed so nice.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
And was so patient with Nikki and just like not treating her like a freak.
Patience, a great word.
She was very patient and understanding. And they had like a discussion together about why Justin wasn't eating her pussy. And she was like, she was cool. That girl, Roxy's cool. I like Roxy.
Yeah, Nikki's like, quick question. Do men in Moldova eat pussy?
And she was
like while they're ordering drinks. She's like, yeah, they do eat pussy.
Oh, I thought she said no.
No, she said, they do. And that sent Nikki spiraling because then she's like, oh, well, your friend, friend, he's not eating my snatch.
Yeah.
So like that's a problem. And God bless Roxy. She's like takes a deep breath and she's like, you need to talk to him about this.
I mean, his friends are very very sweet, especially because what we have learned and know about Moldova is that it's very traditional and very conservative. And obviously like Igor is kind of like outside of that bubble, but we're very lucky that this didn't go fully awry.
Yeah, could have been bad.
Yeah. We're lucky it wasn't Andre's friends.
Well, that's what I keep thinking about. Andre is also from Moldova, and I'm like, wow, what a
difference.
What a
stark difference between Andre and Justin/Igor.
Because I think those are probably like the Andres are probably the people that Igor wants to protect Nikki from. I would imagine.
Right.
So it's interesting. So that was pretty much it, right? Was it?
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
That was it.
Yeah. Then finally we have Devin and Nick. So Devin is meeting Nick's parents, who actually seem really, really nice.
Yeah, because like last week he was like, yeah, my dad is like strict and conservative or whatever. My mother's a serious career woman or something. And you're like, oh, fuck, these parents are going to be fucking mean, but they're so nice.
No, they were really nice.
And the first shot that we had of them last week was like a shot of them from behind, like in the rain, and it was like dark and shadowy. And I'm like, oh God, this is gonna.
And they turn around, really they're like, hey, and you're like, wait, what? These are like nice, normal parents. And the dad says to Devin, like, oh, you look so pretty and skinny.
Yeah.
If someone
was
said
so
that to
funny.
me, I'd be like, I'll love you forever. Like, thank you. It's so nice.
It's just, it's you know that when someone's like, Nick, what is your girlfriend like? He says chubby or something. Because like, why else would you say that? Why else would you say you look skinny?
It was like Te amo.
Yes.
But
yeah.
it was kind of like the same vibe of like, that's such a weird thing to say.
Yeah,
Hi, nice to meet you. You're so skinny.
You're so skinny.
You're so
Thank
skinny.
you.
It's very like a Jewish grandmother thing to say.
Yeah, eat something.
Yeah.
No, I thought his parents were really sweet. I felt really
Yeah.
bad for Devin in this situation.
Yeah.
Nick must have had to have been the one to convince her to do the show, right?
Yeah.
There's no
yeah.
way that she came up with this
Yeah.
idea to go on 90 Day Fiance because she does not want to be on camera.
No, she has bad anxiety. You can tell. She's really bad
Yeah.
anxiety.
Like,
Yeah,
she
I
had
feel
a
bad for her.
panic attack. They went to a restaurant to meet the family, and she's just like, she looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And they ask her like if she knows any Korean words.
yeah.
And she's just
And-
silent.
yeah,
She's
she,
like, I
goes
don't
mute.
want to
Yeah.
answer. I don't want to talk about it. And she's just like, and then she starts crying, and the parents are so nice. They're like, well, what's wrong? Like, tell us what's wrong. Is everything okay? And she's just like hiding her face, and I feel so bad for her because like I know that feeling. Like the lights are all bright. You're meeting you're in a different country for the first time, and she
Yeah.
just fully just had an anxiety attack.
She shut down completely.
Yeah.
And we know from did she talk about it on TikTok or in an Instagram post or something? Devin was like, yes, I know I come off really fucking weird on this
Right.
show. Here's what was going down. I was drinking heavily just to get through the filming.
Yeah.
I was exhausted during all of the interviews. And I gained a bunch of weight because I had so much anxiety. And
Yeah.
because I gained a bunch of weight, I didn't feel comfortable in my body.
And
Yeah, I
she
feel
was
bad.
she has TMJ apparently, and she was off of her medication. So that's why she sounded like she was slurring her words
Right.
because her
Yeah.
speech was a little off.
So
Yeah.
There was a bunch of stuff.
There was a whole slew of stuff going on with Devin during the filming of this. Again, I just can't imagine that she was the one that was like, hey, let's go on this really popular reality show.
Yeah.
No.
So-
Yeah.
So a couple of bimbos can tear me to shreds later.
Right. Yeah.
Like
no.
I think that Nick is the one who proposed doing this because he seems very
Concur.
outgoing.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah. And we are team Devin on this podcast.
Yeah.
Just because she wore sweats on the airplane flight like a
She's
normal human
relatable.
being. Yeah.
I can't believe people gave her shit about that.
That's crazy. That's the craziest thing of all time.
I'm wearing sweatpants if I'm going on an I'm wearing sweatpants on a domestic flight.
I'm wearing sweatpants right now.
I am too.
I wear sweatpants 99% of my life.
Yeah, when aren't I in sweatpants is
Literally
the real
wearing sweatpants
question.
right now.
Yeah, I'm honestly hardly ever not in sweatpants. So
Like, have you been on an airplane recently? That shit
Yeah.
is so uncomfortable.
I have never worn jeans on a flight.
it's crazy that people used to be like get really dressed up for
Wearing
flights,
like a suit and
Yeah.
heels.
Yeah.
and like
Heels in
smoke
the
and stuff.
airport. Oh my
that's
god!
You
so
know
nuts.
what? I do wish there was a vaping section on the airplane. That's like one thing they could really
my
fix for
God.
me.
Melissa, you'll know who this person is. This is that guy I used to date who you know. He's very tall. But we went on a flight once and he was vaping. And I was like, you're going to get us fucking kicked off this flight. And no one saw, thank God. But he like vaped a few times. And I was like, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Someone
Oh my
did that
God.
sitting next to me on a flight once, like
my
5 years ago. I was just flying. Some random dude was like underneath a blanket. I was like, "What are you doing?"
That's what he was doing. This was like 8 years ago or like 9
Yeah.
years ago. So I don't think they were like as on top of it.
Right.
But I was like, I'm going to fucking kill you. Like I was so upset. Anyways, needless to say, he turned out to be crazy. Okay. But he's married now. Congrats. All right. 90 Day the Other Way, season 5, episode 19, Owing Pain.
When is this season gonna end? I see no end in sight. We're
Okay.
gonna go
I don't
out
know
30
either.
episodes.
This season is going to the end of the year.
Are you
I
serious?
learned this from Reality Gaze that this season is going till the end of the year, and they actually pointed out something that rocked me to my core the other day.
God.
They reminded us on their podcast that this is the same season as Julio and Kirsten. They were on this season.
Wait. Oh my God, I forgot about them.
That's the
Oh my God.
season.
Wait, that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Wait,
yeah,
the
'cause they brought in
Swedish
they brought in
girl?
Shekinah and Sarper because Julio and Kristen were so boring.
And they ended.
This was the
Oh my
same
God.
season?
This is the same season.
Holy, that was like years ago.
Doesn't that feel years ago?
Wait, that's I
It,
feel
because last season, the other way, it lasted 15 or 16 episodes, including the 3-part reunion. And we're on
Yes.
episode 19. Next week, there's a wedding.
Right.
So we're starting to gear down towards the end. But man,
I think what's made this season of The Other Way and this season of OG 90 Day Fiance feel so weird to me is that in both of these shows, there have been every couple has been so staggered. Like there's like, you know what I mean? They keep bringing in new people throughout the
Right.
season.
I like pace it out.
It's just so it doesn't feel like a cohesive season. So that's why
Yeah.
when they said on their show, oh, this is the same season as Kirsten and Julio, I was like, no way.
that's
no way.
so
It's crazy.
crazy.
I totally forgot.
Yeah, I guess
about
it's
them
been like
too.
4 months, 4 or 5 months. Oh my
That's fucking
God.
scary, man. What the
I was
fuck?
scared. Like they're gonna be on the tell-all, but it's gonna feel.
I would
weird.
not be like, who are
Yeah, I
these
wouldn't
people?
remember them.
Yeah,
I already didn't remember them. It took me a second.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's dark.
and there's still another couple coming.
Right.
A new couple's coming to 90 Day.
Oh my
Right.
God, right. Oh my God.
Oh my
what
God.
Incarnation.
Jeez.
This is the craziest seasons of all time.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Who are we talking about?
Kim and
Kim
TJ.
and TJ.
Oh boy.
yeah.
Oh boy. House rules. Time to go over the
House
house
rules.
rules.
Yeah. Well, we said this last time. She's back in America now.
Right. She posted
yeah.
on her Instagram.
Yeah. Apparently, she could not take it.
We don't know
Can't
the
stand heat.
details.
Get out of the kitchen.
I'm
You know
sure
what?
she's saving it for the reunion, but she's no longer there.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I agree.
Good.
I think she's nasty ass.
She hated it.
energy. Yeah. So she. Or do you want to take this one, Melissa? So I did a
Yeah, so now they're married. They
Yeah.
live together, and the mother has to go over the house rules for her specifically.
Yeah.
She has to wake up early between 6 and 6:30 a.m. It's basically all cleaning. It's all cleaning and cooking. Those are
Yeah.
the entire rules. And they don't leave dirty dishes in the sink overnight. Which is
I hate
like,
dishes.
I get it. But then she's like, I hate dishes. She doesn't like touching them because other people have left their saliva all over them.
Yeah,
And
what
she's
does
like, I'll do
Kim
the
like?
sweeping.
Yeah.
What does she like anything? She's never
she doesn't
having
like
a good
anything.
time.
She doesn't like
No, she's
anything.
never-
Always having a bad time.
Yeah. She's never. She's
Yeah.
a stinky attitude.
A stinky
And it's about to get
attitude.
stinkier.
That's for sure.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So yeah, she's like, I don't want to do dishes. And TJ is like, apparently before they got married, TJ told her like, oh, don't worry about any of these, wife duties or whatever. Like, it's
that's
fine. You don't
fucked
have to
up.
do
Yeah.
them. But it turns out he pretty much lied to her about this. Because
Yeah,
the mom's
that
like,
part
no,
sucks.
this is what you have to do. And she's like, wait a minute. What? Like, this
Why
is
didn't
real?
she watch? Not that I'm excusing him because I do think TJ sucks in his own way,
Yes.
but why didn't this woman watch Jenny and Sumit's seasons before
Well,
going before?
She has like did you see it when she was like talking shit about Jenny and Sumit?
I heard, but I don't know what she said.
She just said like they're fake and their storyline is fake and it's all like scripted and all this like weird stuff.
Like,
I don't believe that.
No, me
First
either,
of
not a
all,
million
I
years.
believe that Jenny and Samit are soulmates.
Yeah, they're the greatest love story of our time.
It is the greatest love story
100%
ever.
believe it.
When she broke his penis doing tantric sex, I thought that's true love.
It's so
They
true
really
love.
are. They fight for each other.
Jenny hates India. She hates living. She hates his family. His family hates her.
Yeah.
He catfished her before she even got there. This is true love.
Exactly.
Oh, I
His
love
whole family disowned him for dating a 7-year-old woman from Palm Springs.
They kidnapped him. Do you remember that season where they kidnapped
Yes.
Samit?
It's all
Oh, no.
deranged.
You can't break up true love like that.
Yeah.
So Kim is allowed in the kitchen now because she was not allowed in the kitchen before.
Yay.
So she goes in there.
Kim is always just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's no one's explaining
She
anything to
always
me.
hates. She's like, no, but I need to know what is going on before it happens. And he's like, okay, I don't. We're going to the kitchen. Like, what more do you
we're
need to
going
know?
to the next
What
room.
more do you
Yeah.
need to know? So they're burning cow dung in a little Tupperware container. It's just
Yeah.
cow dung, and they're burning it. And Yash keeps saying it has antimicrobial properties, and is
Because
just
cows are God. in
our
India.
god.
They're
Yes,
sacred.
So it's a religious ceremony, which I totally understand.
Sure.
From the American point of view, I can also understand how that can be seen as unhygienic to do in a kitchen.
Sure.
I see both sides of that for sure.
She's overreacting to this. It's like a religious thing. Like, I would be like, okay, but I wouldn't want to be rude and be like, ew, that's disgusting.
It's like one of these things where you just marry into a culture without understanding or respecting the culture. It's so
Yeah.
bizarre to me.
Just let the
weird.
mom burn the cow shit. Let
who
her
cares?
husband sprinkle the piss, and then when they leave,
Clean it up.
clean it up.
Clean it up.
Yeah.
Don't use that pot anymore that she
Yeah.
wiped the shit rag on.
Just make everyone happy and don't do a no pun intended stink, and then just like figure it out once they're done. You know?
And she's
Yeah.
like so upset with this towel that's being used to clean the counter that was being used to clean out the wok or something.
Yeah. Her phrasing is so bad. It's just, she could just say, hey, she could clean it again after the mom cleans it. Cause she uses the mom uses the towel that she used to clean the cow dung to clean the countertop,
Which is gross.
which is gross.
Sure.
So, but she like throws a fit instead of being like, TJ, could you tell your mom in the future, let's use a different towel to be sanitary.
She's so rude.
And then Kimberly could have just redone it herself, But
Yeah.
instead she does a whole ordeal. I understand. I mean, it's easy to say when it's not happening to me how one should handle it, I'm
But
sure it's
this
really
has been the
overwhelming.
entire time.
It's the entire
her.
time.
It's just
Yeah.
it's the same thing with her. I'm so
It's her
sick of her.
personality, yeah.
Her
Yeah.
personality is she's just a pill. She's never having a good time. Not even at the wedding. It's
Which
like
looked so fucking fun.
yeah, she's just never having fun. And I just don't, I mean, she's another, like we said earlier, this guy came to her in some kind of psychic dream.
Yeah.
So no matter what else happened between then and now, she convinced herself he's my
They're
destiny,
soulmates, right?
which is deranged.
Yeah, and she's deranged. I do think he is hot, though. I will say
He
that.
is
I think he and his
so
brother
he
are
is.
hot.
He is.
Good looking.
Well, Melissa. Okay, Melissa.
Just saying, he's very good looking.
A couple who are not hot, Mary
Oh my
and Brandan.
God.
Oh,
I read something horrible.
I read this about the monkey.
okay,
Yeah.
the monkey's been released.
Oh,
Oh.
thank God.
Yeah, the monkey has been released because I was really upset about it, and I'm very happy that it's
I was about to get my ass over there.
So for those who don't watch the show, they had
We're like, the monkey's been released.
the monkey's been released. Mary had in one of the shots they saw like a monkey was chained to a tree.
Yeah.
That they kept as like a pet or something, and there was like no food or water. And people were like, what the fuck is this? What is this monkey? Why is this monkey? And then Statler.
It was Statler, yeah.
Yeah, she said something and called them out. And so they've released the monkey. It's no longer
Thank
there.
God.
I've heard that they've released the monkey. Obviously, people were like, why do you have... And Brandan had said like, well, the monkey was terrorizing the village, so we had to change. It's like, no, that's a wild animal.
Yeah, you're terrorizing the village.
That's
Brandon.
the monkey's
Presence.
village.
Yeah, exactly. That's what really pisses me off when people are like these. Like in LA on Next Door, people are always like, "There's coyotes everywhere."
It's their fucking land.
You built your house around coyotes. You know,
Right.
Why are you freaking out for?
Go live in Santa Monica if you don't want coyotes.
Yeah, it's so weird to me. Anyways, so they're gonna get married tomorrow, whenever tomorrow is, when this filming was. But they get into a huge fight about money as usual. And Mary runs away to church, and Brandan's mom, who's cool, a sober queen, or at least she seems cooler than she did at first.
Right.
Brandan tells her where to find Mary, and she's sunburned.
She's so sunburned.
So sunburned.
Oh,
This
her
lady-
poor forehead.
Well,
It's
she's a
just,
redhead.
Oh,
She's a redhead.
I know.
This lady needs to put on some real sunscreen.
Wear a hat. She's a
She's
hat.
too close to the equator. She's not meant to be this close to the equator when you're a redhead.
She is burnt.
Yeah. And it's like the same old shit. Brandan's playing video games and the electric bill is due and they can't pay it. But like, how are they going to have a baby? And they don't have
It's
any
really
money.
nuts.
Yeah. And the mom says to Mary, because Mary's like, I'm 50-50 about marrying Brandan. And the mom says, I've heard that you don't marry the person you can live with. You marry the person you can't live without. And I'm like, okay.
But don't tell
I don't
Mary
think-
that because she's psychotic.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I was like, don't tell that to someone who's trauma bonded.
Right.
Because they're going to be like, I can't live without this person. or
Oh,
I'll
okay. I get it. I
die."
can't live without them then. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
you don't say that to an emotionally unhealthy person.
Right.
You know, because they think they can't live without this person who's like ruining their life, you know? So it's like,
yeah.
maybe good advice kind of to someone who's healthy or like secure, but not,
Yeah.
I don't know. This is not good advice for everyone, especially not them.
I mean, she's given pretty good advice. Like, she seems... What's
Yeah.
crazy is the mom was like... she was an addict and she just wasn't in Brandan's life pretty much at all.
Yeah, they're in
Right.
foster care, I think, the kids.
Yeah, and she seems like pretty cool. Like, she's really owned up to her mistakes and has clearly done the therapy. So, yeah, I don't know.
she seems like she's in recovery because
Yeah.
she's definitely seems like she has self-awareness and she
Yeah.
does
She's been
seem
keeping
like
her
that.
cool
Um,
in an uncool situation.
Yeah.
This couple, I don't think I've ever felt this uncomfortable
Right? It's so
watching
dark.
a couple. Like it is, to me, this is the darkest 90 Day Fiance
Yeah.
storyline that we've
Yeah.
ever had. And I
Yeah.
feel physically sick watching them.
Yeah.
Me too.
Like,
It's
I don't
like
even
Paul and
Carini
Carini.
times 100.
Times 100, because at
Yeah.
least with Paul and Carini, there were moments of like extreme comedy
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it was so absurd, even though that was also an incredibly dark storyline. But
Right.
this
Mhm.
is just darkness.
Nothing good. There's no
levity.
good moments.
Yeah, no levity.
No good moments at all. It's really
Neither of them have like a quirky personality. They're just
they're just
No.
codependent.
it's so dark. Mary is so mentally ill. Brandan is so mentally ill. They have no business being together, let alone having a child. Together.
Yeah.
Which-
it's like,
My heart sunk when we all found out on Reddit
yeah,
that
she's
she
pregnant
was
again.
pregnant.
Yeah. I like worry. I feel like this is gonna like a murder suicide situation or
Dude.
something. Like it has dark.
It's
Dude,
dark.
you know.
I've since I've learned like months before the show told us, but whenever like the online, because they like broke their NDA.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are they're not
Right.
on next season, or they're not?
Yeah, they're
Like,
not going to be on again.
They're not
because
going to
they
be
broke
on
it,
any,
yeah.
or
So
they
they're
don't
not
have
gonna
a
be
chance
making
to be on.
money from the show.
When I learned that he had gotten her pregnant, or that they had gotten married, I was like, this is going to end so bad.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
really is. It's going to be really, really bad.
Like, I
'Cause
don't know
there's
what's
already
going to
abuse,
happen.
I think. Yeah.
I don't even want to like speak it into the universe, but like, I
Yeah.
just cannot see anything but tragedy happening.
Yeah, it's really, it's dark.
It is weird. It is interesting though. In the past few episodes, we haven't gotten any of the Mary is like her hyper possessiveness.
No, I think she's
It's
too depressed.
Is that, do you guys think that's what it is? Is that she's too
I think
depressed?
she's worn
Yeah.
out, too depressed, and I think there's nothing
Right.
to be possessive on because he's just home and on the like computer or on the whatever
Right.
it is he's playing.
Right. That's a good point.
Yeah. I think that she's just like over it, and she's probably run down from being pregnant. I mean, Melissa,
Right.
are you like super tired?
Yeah, I slept a lot.
Yeah, she's probably just like
It's
dragged out.
exhausted. Yeah, she's exhausted probably, and just like doesn't. And she said she's like, I
Nauseous.
don't want to be stressed out because it's bad for the baby. So she's like trying to just like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
this poor woman.
They make
don't
me
know.
sick.
Yeah, it's bad. They're not. They shouldn't be on TV.
It's
Like,
not fun.
No, it's not
No,
fun
it's
to
not
watch.
fun. It's not fun for me.
It's not fun for me.
Not fun for me. One couple who is kind of fun for me though, Shekinah and Sarper.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Do you
God.
want to get into Shekinah and Sarper, Melissa?
So Sarper and Shekinah meet Sarper's parents. They go to have lunch
Yeah.
at this lovely place, and the parents are like, they start talking about kids, and the parents want to have grandchildren.
Oh boy.
And they like ask Shekinah, like, how do you feel about it? And she's like, I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna have kids.
Yeah.
And then the mom says, well, yeah, because pregnancy is hard for women. And the dad says, but it's her job.
Oh God.
And I'm like, oh, that's where he gets it from.
Yeah. for
That's where he gets
sure.
it from. And the mom's like, well, yeah, if the man you love really wants a child, then you should sacrifice. And the dad's like, exactly. No. That's not. What are you talking about? Also, Sarper's their only kid, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why he
Yeah.
wants a kid so bad.
And he's like mid 45 or something. Like, what do
43
you-
and she's 41, and her
Right.
child is pretty much grown.
Yeah, she's a grown ass kid already.
Yeah.
And she's 41. So
Right.
now she's going to have to do in vitro, and like
All sorts of
possibly
shit.
you
Yeah.
might not be able to like naturally or
Yeah.
whatever have a kid.
He should have
Yeah.
thought of this earlier. This is on him.
This is
not on her.
totally on him.
Yeah.
Also, he has a kid.
Well, he deleted
Just
the
find
email.
him. Find him.
He deleted the email, but why doesn't he
Ugh.
need to find the kid if he really wants to
Deleted
be a
his
dad
Yahoo
that
account.
bad?
Yeah, go
Honestly,
get an IT tech and find
if
the
I was
kid.
Get that Hotmail account back.
If I was that kid and I saw that was who my dad was, I would be like, I am never meeting that guy.
Yeah,
No.
what would you do? What do you think this kid is doing? Because he must have seen his mom, unless his mom has
I
passed
bet-
away.
I
His
bet the mom didn't.
Or the mom's kept it from. The mom's been like,
Yeah.
I don't want you to know. I don't want to hurt you, and say.
Or
like,
the
yeah,
mom
this
has
clown.
like married someone else and was like, this is your real dad now. And they just haven't told the kid. Like, there's so
Yeah,
many
we don't
things.
even know.
Yeah.
We don't even know. This woman wasn't even from Turkey. She
Did
was
she
Russian.
even have the baby?
Yeah,
'Cause
did the baby come to term? We don't know.
Right,
'Cause
she
she's
just
only-
emailed, I'm
She was
anything.
only like 3 months pregnant or something, wasn't she? When she called, or
It was 3 or 4
Not
months.
It was like
Or
3
no,
or 4 months.
it was a couple months.
I don't know, but I think it was 3 or 4 weeks after.
No.
she contacted
It was a
him,
couple
wasn't
months. It was a
It
few
was a couple months.
Yeah.
So we have no
She
idea
was
what happened.
Definitely
Yeah.
going to have the baby. But how does he even? I mean, and also this was like Sarper was like 2 faces ago, so she
Right.
might not even
Right.
recognize him.
That's actually a really great point.
That's right.
Yeah,
He was
So-
hot before his original face.
I don't think I've seen it.
They briefly showed a picture of him when he was talking about how he banged this woman who was on vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't understand what this man has done to his face. I don't understand what is going on with his hair. It is a helmet.
His hair doesn't move. It's like plastic.
You
He
guys.
looks like one of those Duracell battery robots from those commercials. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
I just found a picture of him in high school.
Oh, wait. Let's see
You're
it.
going to lose your mind. Hold on, I'll make it my background. You're literally, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Wait, these
It's not the same person.
No, he's had several different faces.
Yeah, no, this is,
You see that with my
oh my God, that's funny.
The Duracell people.
He looks like what?
No.
That is not the same man.
No.
That's what it says. It says that's him in high school Sarper.
Wait.
So he got really ripped shortly
His
after
eyes
this.
a different color?
Oh my
It
God.
looks like he's wearing contacts.
Or he got the same thing Nikki got, the eye like lasering surgery.
No, she wears contacts also.
Oh, she does?
Oh,
She
she
made
does.
it seem like she got surgery on her, but she just wears contacts because we've seen moments of her without the contacts in, like in the morning.
Oh.
She does just wear contacts.
What did
Those-
Sarper? Did he get like an eyebrow lift?
I think he got a brow lift.
A brow
He
lift?
definitely
Buccal?
he probably got buccal fat removal because that is like very chiseled.
Like a chin job or like his
Absolutely
jaw?
has some kind of fillers. And yeah, a jaw. I would believe a jaw
Yeah.
implants or some kind of jaw
yeah,
shaving.
on the side.
It's a very sharp jaw.
Yes.
And he clearly lost a lot of weight around
Yeah.
his face.
That's crazy.
But the hair, it's like, it's
That's
so
so
upsetting to
weird.
me. It's so upsetting. Can you
Oh,
imagine what his pillows look like?
I bet he had the hair transplant implant thing done. That's why it
Yeah,
looks
that's
so
a good point.
odd. That's
Well,
crazy.
there was one picture. He looks very different from this high school picture. There was one picture we saw where he's like buff and like younger,
Yeah.
and he had a
I'll have to
different
look for
face.
that one.
But there is something about his eyes. It does look like he's wearing contacts.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. I bet he is.
Oh, this is fun. It's like all the people from 90 Day Fiance before and after their
They just look
plastic surgery.
nothing like themselves.
You know who had the best glow up was Yara.
Wait,
Oh,
that's so
yes.
crazy because I'm literally looking at wait, this is not real.
Yeah, Yara
This
had a
can't be
nose
real.
job.
Wait,
Yara-
I'm looking.
Yara's plastic surgeon is a genius.
Okay,
Yara
I'm putting
went to
this
the
up.
probably went to the same doctor as Bella Hadid. Because
If
both
this
of them
is
are
real,
stunning.
then if this is real, then she must have. Is this really Yara before?
Yeah.
Yes, that's her before.
Mm-hmm.
Although
Yeah, she was
I
on
do,
like a reality show.
yeah, like a Russian or a Ukrainian
Yeah.
reality show. I do think though that Yara also benefited from not having bad mid 2000s makeup like she does in this before picture.
Yeah.
Like a lot of that does look like bad makeup. Like her eyebrows are super plucked and bleached,
Yeah.
and her eyeliner is really bad, and she has orange foundation on.
She's like looking like Hatchet Face, like 2000. She's looking like a modern Hatchet Face, kind of.
It's just an
It's the
odd
nose. It's a
picture.
nose job.
She got a really good nose job.
Yeah,
is
she got a
what
really
it
good
is.
nose job. Yeah.
And she
Oh my
didn't go
God.
overboard like Shekinah.
Right.
No. Oh my God. Drop the doctor's name.
I know. It's stunning work. Whoever did that, they did.
It's an
stunning.
artist. Is like like
Absolute
plastic
artist.
surgery is amazing.
It's
It
so
really
good.
is.
I am pro plastic surgery
I am
to an
too.
extent. Like it's a
Yeah.
stop when it looks natural and good.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, what were we talking about? Sorry. Oh, right.
We're talking about
the parents.
Shekinah's eyebrows.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so they wanted her to have a baby. Then Sarper's like, I'm going to take you on a nice date. And Shekinah's like, ooh, fun. And of course, she like comes out in a dress and he's like, let me like pick out a different dress for you or something? Doesn't he like want to change her, like do something like that? He takes her to a Turkish bathhouse and he brings up the idea of kids again. And Shekinah's like, no offense, but all the things that you're saying to me about wanting to have a kid and you being in the kid's life, those are all the same things that my ex said to me. And then I essentially had to be a single mother and like raise my kid alone.
And you know that would for sure happen again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is the first time she's actually kind of being smart in this relationship and standing her ground.
I was really proud of her when she said this to him because she called him out. She nailed it. That's exactly like there is no way in hell that Sarper would. He might not even stay through the pregnancy.
Right.
Because he would be weighing her. You think he would?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Be weighing
You
her.
think he would be cool with her changing body? I don't.
I was going to say, as soon as she gains weight and like doesn't have a libido and doesn't want to have sex all the time, he'd be like cheating on her.
He'd be out at the first fart.
Oh, 100% out at
First
fart.
pregnancy fart, he'd be out of there.
Yeah, there's no fucking way he would. Ugh.
That's good merch. That's good maternity merch. Pregnancy farts. A hat.
A bucket hat.
A bucket hat.
Bucket hat.
Pregnancy farts. That's the first Hollywood crime scene Webcrawlers collab.
That's a perfect collab. That is a perfect collab. It's so appropriate.
Pregnancy farts. Yeah, but then, so he's like, well, why don't we just date till we get bored with each other? And then what does he say? Like, it would take me just 2 days to get over you.
Oh my God.
He's disgusting. I hate
He
this
says,
man.
we can live with each other until we are bored of each other. Then you can go back to your country.
He's such a dick.
And then
Get
he says,
out of there, Shekinah.
What did
You
he say?
belong
This
in
is
Beverly
karma.
Hills.
This is karma of 2,500.
Yeah.
He's trying to like do a pity party. He's like, oh, I guess I slept with so many beautiful women.
I chose the
This
wrong
is
one.
my life. Oh, poor me.
Doesn't want to have a baby with me. Like imagine 2,500 women, and I picked the one who doesn't want to have a child with me.
He's such a fucking loser. If
He
someone said to
sucks.
me, I could get over you in 2 minutes, I'd say, or 2 days, I'd say, great, have fun.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, she says,
Bye.
she's like, this is a fucked up conversation, and I'm unsubscribing. She leaves.
Yeah, but then she's like, don't talk to me until the end of the day. I'd be like, don't
Don't talk to me
ever.
ever.
Yeah, I mean, they're still together, we know, because they have a company together now.
Right.
So.
No. What's the
my God.
company?
They're plastic surgery
Tourism,
consultants.
medical tourism.
Oh, they should not consult on plastic surgery.
Or no,
Yeah,
they find doctors for people.
I
in
don't want them
Turkey.
finding me a doctor.
In
No.
Turkey, I know.
Look at the state of their faces.
Yeah.
And she's having a nose job.
No, she's not.
She wrote
She
that
is?
she's getting a nose job in Turkey.
She needs to stop.
I know, it's getting bad. Like each episode, it's getting like a little
She
more.
needs to. I look at this woman's eyebrows. It makes my face hurt.
Yeah, it's
Those eyebrows are pulled
microblading
so
and
far.
This.
They're pulled
Yeah.
so far
It
back.
hurts. Yeah.
It hurts to look at her face. It looks
Yeah,
so
it's bad.
awful.
And it's like it's almost like she gets fillers every episode. It's
They
just
get
getting bigger and
bigger
bigger.
and bigger.
Yes.
It's it's
Both
bad.
of them have horrendous plastic surgery. I cannot believe. I mean, I can, because there is obviously you have to have a certain level of delusion to make your face look like that.
Right.
Oh my God, what a nightmare. So she's still in Turkey.
No, she's back here now, which
With
is what's
him.
confusing. Also, I don't know where he is. I think
Oh.
he's in Turkey.
I
he
would
would have to
believe
get
that
a-
I would believe that he comes here and then they do another season. They do a 90-day fiance.
Yeah.
That makes sense because I'm like, I don't.
Because I don't buy her. I don't buy her moving to Turkey and living there
No.
long term. I just
No.
don't.
No,
Yeah.
not her whole family's here, and I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Anyways, finally, a couple that does not make sense: Danielle and Yohan.
Oh, they're dressed as Santa and an elf for the holidays.
Yeah, it feels like a sex thing that I don't want anything to do with.
No.
It's not. I don't like it.
So Danielle said they started this toy drive where people could buy gifts. They made like a registry and then they would pay for the shipping costs. And when she was like, this was all Yohan's idea. This is the generous, loving Yohan I fell in love with. I was waiting.
I don't believe that.
I was waiting for her to say, for the problem to be like, he scammed all these people out of money. Or like,
I know.
okay,
I mean, that's gotta be.
Okay, that was my first thought was, this is a scam. They're both doing a scam together.
Yes.
These
100%. Presents did not get sent out.
No way. No, not in a million years.
Because Danielle's broke. Danielle's $80,000 in debt.
Yeah. What are this philanthropy they're doing?
Yeah, what is happening?
They don't have money to pay for shipping.
No. Those presents are going to Yohan's family. To the kids in Yohan's family. And that's the charity.
That's the charity.
Yeah, they didn't have money to buy Yohan's cousins gifts. So this is the toy drive that they did. It's so stupid.
Yeah. And then Danielle then asks him for rent money and then half of the stuff that they got for the apartment, which is 75,000 pesos, which is about $1,300 US dollars. So I guess that's like half for rent and then the stuff they bought for the apartment. Does that mean like furniture and stuff? Like, I wonder how much this apartment is.
My guess is it probably came pre-furnished and she means like appliances, like a toaster or something. I mean, I don't know.
And
he tells her to fuck off, basically.
Yeah.
And they're
like,
having
I'm not
this
paying a dime for rent.
Furious argument / breakup while they're dressed in these very cheap, very flammable Santa and his little elf. I would die. I would rather die than have someone say we're going to get a divorce while dressed like Santa. and it'd be filmed and broadcast to the entire nation.
Oh my God.
I would die.
My boyfriend and I got in a really big fight a few weeks ago. And we almost broke up. Or we did break up for like 12 hours. And, but I was wearing Shrek Crocs. Shrek Crocs.
Allie, no.
And I like had stormed out of his house in Shrek Crocs. And so I was like, I need to at least like get back together with him just because his last memory of me can't be this crazy girl storming out of his house in Shrek Crocs.
Fine.
So I get
Slamming the door.
No, there's something so absolutely humiliating about getting into a fight with someone while you're wearing a costume.
That's why I love Housewives so much, because they're always like wearing costumes, like doing like theme parties and just getting into arguments.
Or like WeHo Halloween or Halloween anywhere, really.
Yeah.
It's so demoralizing.
It really is.
So demoralizing. I just can't believe this. I mean, look, I don't like either of these people.
They suck,
I really don't like Danielle. I don't like Yohan. I think
and she's another one of those witchy people who is like,
oh yeah,
my witchiness is like bringing us together and whatever.
Kicking the coconut around the house.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Danielle and I fucking hate Yohan now too. I was like very indifferent about him for like their first season on the show. I didn't watch them on Love in Paradise, but like their first 90 Day Fiance or the other way season, I was like kind of indifferent. I thought he was annoying, but now I like actively dislike him. He's such a drag.
Stealing from her.
Well, next week we see a clip, red flag of all red flags. He finally tries to leave the house, but he tries to take her dog.
Right.
Dude.
And
I got so stressed out at that clip.
I don't know what ends up happening, but I would, if I was dating someone and they tried to take my dog when they were leaving the house, they would not be alive to tell the tale.
Like my first thought was like, oh, he's stealing her dog to go sell it.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, that would be not good.
I just thought he was like doing a power play.
Yeah, I thought it was
I
like
don't
a power
know.
I wanna
My first
hurt
thought
you.
was like, oh, he's going to sell this dog.
I mean,
I didn't think that dark.
he's very broke. Why?
Yeah.
On what planet? What happened to the carniceria? What happened
I
to
think
his?
they closed that shit. Probably got overrun by flies.
Too many
They closed it.
flies.
Yeah.
Like, what are they even? This is their only income. The show.
Well, and she does like
Right.
online yoga.
Oh God, she's such a fucking
Right.
moron. And he does OnlyFans, doesn't he?
Oh my God,
He
does he?
does.
I think so. I think he does. I've heard that he does OnlyFans. Look it up.
She pays for his
90 Day
Zumba
Fiance? They
classes,
love
though.
OnlyFans.
Yohan.
Yeah, it looks like it.
it. OnlyFans.
Oh yeah. At Mary Pants.
Huh?
At
Mary
what?
Pants?
Mary Pants is his name, I guess. On
Why?
OnlyFans.
Merry. Mary Pants.
And they're not together anymore. We learned that the last tell all because they were on the previous season of The Other Way.
right.
Oh, really?
And they weren't together at that tell all. So that was like a major spoiler.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone
'Cause I-
wrote. Sorry, you go first.
No, I just remember she was like, had it with him. And she's like, we're not speaking.
Yeah. Someone wrote, now I know where he got those pesos for his, and then capital meat shop.
Wow.
I'd look at this OnlyFans.
Wait, is there like reviews on OnlyFans or comments?
It won't let me go to I can't find the actual OnlyFans. I can only see articles about the OnlyFans.
Have you guys ever subscribed to a cast member's OnlyFans?
No, but I was
No.
talking about last time that like I would.
Yeah, I would too, just out of curiosity, because I am always curious, like, how much are they showing?
We should
Yeah.
like split
Like, what's
it.
Jasmine's
We should-
We
OnlyFans
should split
like?
it 3 ways for Jasmine's OnlyFans.
Andre has an OnlyFans,
What?
Shut
but I
up.
don't think he shows dick, unfortunately.
I don't really want to see. I bet he has like a really small, chubby dick. I don't
No,
really
I
wanna
think
see
he has
it.
a very fat dick, but it's like not that long. But I don't think it's short. I just don't think it's that long. I think it's like very girthy, though.
That'd be a really fun game, is to guess what the penis looks like of every person on 90 Day looks like.
They literally do that on Reality Gaze.
Oh, they
And I
do?
feel like
damn.
I really feel like they're spot on with their assessments. And I'm sure that I like, maybe it's just because I heard them say that about Andre, but I think I'm pretty good at guessing what people's dicks look like.
Yeah.
And I would think that Andre has a fat dick. It's not like, oh, that's a stunning looking penis, but I think it's really fat. But I
Someone
don't
on
think it's
Reddit
that long.
said that Yohan only posts bad shirtless pics, and you have to pay extra for the nudes from anywhere from $75 to $500.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Who's doing
He must
that?
have a giant bazoinga.
Well, he does.
Bazoinga.
Danielle, doesn't she allude to that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's like,
Which is weird because usually tall guys, I feel like, don't have like that, but maybe it's just in comparison to.
Oh,
their
it's on.
height.
It's not an OnlyFans. It's an unfiltered. Is
Oh,
that
it's-
like
so
an?
it's-
Is that like an OnlyFans type website?
knockoff.
I
Maybe.
think so.
Interesting.
Oh,
Just
Stephanie
didn't
from 90 Days
Libby's
on there.
family, they showed their buttholes. Like, because Libby's whole family like
right.
did OnlyFans.
Yeah,
And I know the sister.
Like the dad and the sisters?
I don't know if the dad did, but I
the
think
sisters did.
I think even the brother. I think even the brother was on OnlyFans.
And they all show a
Yeah.
butthole?
I know at least 2 of them showed their buttholes. I'm dead serious. I've heard like stories about their buttholes.
That's you. I would never show butthole.
No, I mean, look,
What a weird.
and I know Libby was on OnlyFans, but I've never seen anything from it.
I would say maybe like 60% of the people from 90 Day Fiance franchise end up on OnlyFans.
Easily.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
Like that's a low ball estimate.
Even Darcy is on OnlyFans.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
And
don't
so-
know what Darcy does. I wonder what she does.
guys, please Venmo us
Please.
or join the Patreon so that
is
me, Rachel, and
Darcy's?
Melissa can split the OnlyFans for a few of our favorite
If you
casts.
subscribe just for a month, do you get to see all the old posts?
Probably.
Yeah,
It's probably like
sure.
Patreon.
Interesting.
I
Yeah,
imagine.
I just need, or they should, maybe, I bet you there's going to be Black Friday deals.
Oh my God.
I'll add
you
to
already
cart
have them
and
in
I'll
your
just
cart.
wait. I'll just press.
You've got them in your card already.
Yeah, you know it. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this week. Rachel, thank you so much for coming on. Where can
Thank
people
you.
find you and your podcast?
My podcast, Hollywood Crime Scene, is anywhere you listen to podcasts. And you can find me on Instagram at Childlike Empress.
Awesome.
Cool.
Every time I search for you, you like never come up, and I'm like, she has me blocked. But
No, what? Am I shadow banned from your Instagram?
yeah, I think you're shadow banned.
What
or,
the fuck? That's horrible.
All right, guys. Well, I'm Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stetton.
And I'm Rachel Fisher.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, it's another 90 day fiance, baby. Oh, it's another 90 day fiance.
Powered by Acast.